Okay. Good morning. Morning, everyone. Before we will start with our undertakings today, we have a prayer to be led by Joy.
Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of the Lord. Heavenly Father, thank you for gathering us today. Please bless this vivid conference with wisdom, clarity, and understanding. May our discussions be transparent and guided by clarity. Help us work together respectfully and make decisions that serve the best interest of all. All of these we ask in your mighty name.
Okay, may I ask Sir Lily to please advance the attendance of our applicants, Sir Lily, the declaration of our go ahead.
Good morning. Just that is a presence of our applicants, sources. Today, our block chairman, Junior Mawali Elder, present, block vice chairman, Attorney Ali Arquento, present third, block regular member, Engineer Philippines Sapa, present, block provisional member, Engineer CPI Saidi, present third, Mr. Chair, or our present.
Okay, thank you, Sir Lily. Since 4 out of 5 are attendance today, then I declare this scheduled private conference to follow. So please acknowledge also with advance of our bank secretariat, PWH, observers, and of course, contactors.
The need for block secretariat, block environment, block secretariat member, Engineer Philippines of Paisa Maulani, Sir Robin J. Lora, present. Mama Lucas Kila and Deves Law, Marilo Carlos Kipe, Dor A. Garcia, Sir Dean Sia on present. Giselle Naval, Sir George L. Sita, present, Sir Emmy J. Askew, and Dennis Quintanilla. Or back to the Luigi, back to the Luigi, Laro Kami, Antonio, back to the Luigi member, so dear mga sa back to my Ligasa, present, Engineer Marjet Liban sa present, Engineer Marjet Liban, Sir mga Marquez. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Again, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our private conference for civil works and contract IDs 26 PM 0027, 88, and 89. So to begin with, I would like to ask Engineer Marjan to please present our utility requirements as presented in our IPU. Okay, go ahead, Sir Marjan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Eligibility requirements, Class A documents, legal documents, registration certificate, SEC for corporation, DTI for sole proprietorship, or cooperative development authority, or cooperatives, valid and current mayor's business permit from place of business, tax clearance per Executive Order 398 series of 2025 as finally reviewed and approved by DPWH. Technical documents, statement of all ongoing and similar completed government and private contracts, valid pickup license registration for the type and cost of the contract to be construction safety and health program, statement of a single largest completed contract SLCC adjusted to the current price using the Philippine Statistic Authority current price index, should have a contract amount equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. A contract shall be considered similar to the contract to be paid if it has The same major categories of work is referred to DO 117 series of 2017 revised guidelines for the determination of major and similar categories of work. For the financial documents, audited financial statement stamped received by the BIR or its newly accredited and authorized institutions for the presiding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. Tax return filed and tax paid through the BIR filing and payment system. Invitation of NFCC of at least equivalent to the ABC completed using the prescribed formula. NFCC is equals to current asset minus current liability times 50 minus the value of unfinished projects including awarded projects not yet started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. Class B documents for joint venture only if applicable, special pickup license and valid joint venture agreement. Legal documents, each partner of the joint venture shall submit their respective PGF certificate of registration in accordance with section 20.2.9.1 of the IRR of RA 12009. The submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partner constitute compliance, provided that the partner responsible to submit the NFCC shall likewise submit all of its ongoing and audited financial statements. Submission and receipt of bids. Content of first envelope, technical proposal, PhilJEP certificate and platinum membership, pickup license and registration in case of joint venture, statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet funded, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of SLCC, NFCC computation, joint venture agreement, if applicable. Latest general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information duly received by the Securities and Exchange Commission for corporation. DPWH memorandum dated November 19, 2025. Bid security in prescribed form, amount, and validity period. Project requirements, organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors personnel, list of medical construction and laboratory equipment with attached certificate of availability, ISO 9001-215 certification or its latest version as applicable for pickup size for large A, large B, medium A, medium B, or to the DPWH Department Order 110 series of 14. Only post word statement in the form prescribed by the RA 12009, 11 items. For bid security, validity period 120 from the date of submission and opening of bids. Validity security, bid security, validity period 120 from the date of submission and opening of bids. For bid security, cash or cashier manager check issued by a universal commercial bank, 2% of ABC, bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a universal commercial bank, 5% of ABC, security bond callable on demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the insurance commission as authorized to issue such security, 5% of ABC. Contents of second envelope financial proposal. Financial bid form must be in accordance with the prescribed form. Duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. duly signed detailed estimate, including the summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rental used in upcoming with the bid. For the bid evaluation, the financial components of the fee of each package shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical correction or computational error, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The tax shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the EDC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. The mode of evaluating bids will be based on the lowest calculated bid. For the completeness, no price required item non-complying, no indicating a zero or a dash if it is free to GOP, into the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes, bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable, the bid shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices in figures versus words prevails, total price and actual sum of component times actual sum prevails, unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ prevails, if above ABC non-complying. For verification, legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, and non-inclusion in the blacklist. Technical requirements, key personnel minimum, work requirements should be satisfied, the availability and commitment of major construction equipment, failure of the prospective bidder to state a complete technical description of the pledged equipment and the specific location, whether owned, leased, or under purchase agreement shall result in the bidder's automatic post disqualification for award of contract, and forfeiture of its bid security per DEO 58 series of 2012. The completion of NFCC based on the all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Performance in ongoing government and private contract as negative slippage of at least 20% in any projects or negative slippage of at least 10% in each two or more contracts. Performance in ongoing government and private contracts, failure of the contractor commence their works and completeness of ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with the pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after the receipt of notice of defects and failures. Substandard quality of work or unsatisfactory performance per contract terms and condition at the same time of inspection. Refer to RA 12009 DO 127 series of 2018, state application of RA 9184 in the conduct of the post qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Notes on the personnel and equipment requirements of the projects as per DO 9 series of 2012, technical requirements for civil work projects for public bidding. The proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding. The bidder shall submit a certification that one, the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing projects once the bidder is awarded the contract. Two, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualification as certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not employed provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. Note, as per DO 165, series of 2025, guidelines on interpretation and assignment of contractors and consultant project engineers state that only accredited project engineers may be assigned to the DPWH projects. These certifications are included in the first envelope of the sealed bid, also to be verified during the post-qualification is the said equipment pledged by the contractor. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. If any equipment is not in the specific location, then the bidder shall be post-disqualified. Contract award. The contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid determined to be the lowest calculated or unresponsive bid, LCRB, as resulted as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award within the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 2 days upon receipt thereof. For common errors in the submission of bids, incomplete page of bid documents, technical and financial, authority of the signatory to sign on the behalf of the bidder. Single proprietor signatory would be the owner and proprietor only. Cooperative, corporation or cooperative, board secretary certificate and board resolution. For joint venture resolution or agreement. Partnership as indicated in the article of partnership. Reminders, deadline of submission of bids, September 11, 2026 at 10 a.m. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically or online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. On the Philippine bidding documents, new bid form omnibus sworn statement and bid securing declaration. Note, follow the latest NGPA standard form as uploaded in gppp.gov.ph. Note of number of bid proposal and number of copies of bid proposal. One original copy and two certified true copy of each bid using A4 size bond paper and signed online. If the deadline falls on the non-working day, legal holiday or special non-working day, the deadline shall be the next working day unless otherwise stated in the bid bulletin, if any. Place of submission of bid, DPWH Iligan City DEO, especially in the conference room. Contractors must observe in the bidding documents the following: pagination, side tabbing, and label according to the checklist. Table of contents that will harmonize the pagination and side tabbing. Compliance with the attached checklist. All prospective bidders are strictly obligated to fully and truthfully disclose all ongoing and awarded but not yet started contracts, DPWH, under government and private contracts by submitting the duly accomplished statement. Failure to submit or declare relevant contract constitutes a direct grounds for disqualification and imposition of appropriate sanctions. All prospective bidders are encouraged to conduct site inspection and take geotag photos together with the planning and design personnel. Thank you.
Okay, that's all. Thank you, Sir Marjan. Any corrections, comments? Regards to our posted activity? First none, then if none, then we will proceed with the technical presentation, the subjects posted to be again to be presented by Engineer Gansara. Okay, Major, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Overview, 26KM0087 Basic Infrastructure Program, Construction of Road, Barangay Tubod Station, 00 to Station 200, Iligan City. For 26KM0088 Rehabilitation, Reconstruction, Upgrading of damaged paved roads along Overton, Buroon, Boundary Road. For 26KM0089 Rehabilitation and Reconstruction and Upgrading of damaged paved roads along Iligan City Diversion Road. For 26KM0087 Basic Infrastructure Program Construction of Road Barangay Tubod Station 00 to Station 200 Iligan City. Current contract location is Iligan City. Here's the location map of the project. The Jota photo of the beginning of the project. The end of the project. Project description. Construction of road, 0.4 lane kilometer, contract duration 60 calendar days. Facilities for the engineers, other general requirements, earthworks, sub-base and base course, surface course, bridge construction, drainage and slope protection structures, miscellaneous structures, provisional sump and day work. For the scope of work, you may refer to the table shown on the screen. For the minimum equipment requirements, you may also refer to the table shown. The approved budget for the contract is 4,770,810 pesos only. And for 26KM0088 rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads along Overton, Buroon, Boundary Road. The contract location is in Iligan City. Here's the location map of the project. The Jota photo of the beginning of the project. The end of the project. Project description, rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads, 2.028 lane kilometers. Duration is 204 calendar days. For the facilities, for the engineers, other general requirements, earthworks, base and base course, surface course, bridge construction, drainage and slope protection structures, miscellaneous structures, and provisional sump. For the scope of work of the project, you may refer to the table shown on the screen. Then for the minimum equipment requirements, you may also refer to the table shown on the screen. For the approved budget for the contract is 30,225,160 pesos only. And for contract 26KM0089 rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads along Iligan City Diversion Road. The contract location is Iligan City. Here's the location map of the project. the JOTAG photo of the beginning of the project and the end of the project. So the project description, rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads, 1.491 lane kilometer. Duration is 206 calendar days. Facilities for the engineers under general requirements, surveys, and base course, surface course, bridge construction, drainage and slope protection structures, miscellaneous structures, provisional structures. For the scope of work of the project, we may refer to the table shown on screen. And for the minimum equipment requirement, and the approved budget for the contract is 18,499,460 pesos only. Reminders, please be advised to watch out for possible big bulletins. Thank you. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Marjan. Again, as reminded, please be advised to watch out for possible people in skate attackers, stay noted. Any comments? Members? Clarifications? There ano pa? Any clarifications, comments? So far, very loud. Okay, thank you. Can we go back with the remote equipment requirements? Okay, again, is always planning and procurement resource include our requirements to include the apparatus. That's part. Yeah, that's behind now sa dapat. Tapos sa kita pasat. Okay, so idagdag na lang sa cost of the days. Okay, state of also contractors. Any other comments? Just as you the word 11, so 0 September 11. Okay, there is no more verifications and back to first. Anybody want to the joining this conference?
I want to join this conference with the chair.
Okay, let's move by Pinto as candidate by Ibrahim, then I declare this private conference adjourned. Okay, thank you everyone.